Hello dear children, welcome to another session of Amazing World of Science and I am your science teacher. So today we are going to start chapter 2, class 9 NCERT. The chapter name is Matter Around Us Pure. Okay, so already we have completed the first chapter, so you can visit the lessons over what we have posted in the channel, and today anyway we will continue with the second lesson is Matter Around Us Pure. Okay, so you see so many things around you, like in your home you can see milk, ghee, butter, salt, spices, mineral, water, juice. Okay, so how do you know that these things which we buy from the market are pure? So these are some consumable items. Okay, salt, pure ghee, pure milk and all that. So have you ever noticed the word pure written on the packs of these consumables? So for a common person, pure means having no adulteration. But for a scientist, all these things are actually mixtures of different substances and hence not pure. So even though pure, the word pure is written in these packs, so we all think that if the word pure is there, there is no adulteration, means there is no mixing up of harmful substances. But when you take the case of a scientist, so it is a mixture of different substances and they think that it's not pure. So like for example, milk is a mixture of water, fat, proteins and all. Okay, remember it is a mixture of water, fat, proteins, etc. So when a scientist says that something is pure, then it means that all constituent particles of the substances are the same in their chemical nature. So pure substance have, you see the substances are composed or made up of different particles. So if these particles are same in their chemical nature, then the scientists say that substance is pure. So what is a pure substance? It consists of single type of particles. Okay, it consists of only a single type of particle, that is a substance is a pure single form of matter. Only one type of particle will be there in a pure substance. So when you look around, you can see most of the matter around us exists as mixtures of two or more pure components like sea water, minerals, soil. These are all mixtures. Okay, now then a question will come to your mind. We studied what is meant by a pure substance. That is, what is a pure substance? It contains only single type of particles which have same chemical nature. But whereas mixture, what is meant by a mixture? They contain more than one kind of pure form of matter. So they are called substance. That is, mixtures which has more than one kind of pure matter is known as substance. So we cannot separate a substance into another kind of matter by any physical process. So what does it mean? See, take some sodium chloride and dissolve in water. Can you separate, that is, it can be separated by different physical process. That is, we can separate salt from water by physical process called evaporation. But you know, sodium chloride is a substance, so it cannot be separated by physical process into chemical constituents. Okay, what are chemical constituents? Sodium and chlorine. So we cannot separate it physically. Okay, we cannot do it physically. And also sugar, and that is a substance. Why? Because it contains only one kind of pure matter and its composition is same throughout. Similarly, soft drinks, oil, these are not single substance. Okay, so whatever the source of substance, it will always have the same characteristic properties. So we can say that a mixture has got more than one substance. So now you understand the difference between a pure substance and a mixture. Okay, now what are the types of mixtures? So depending upon the nature of the components that form a mixture, you can have different type of mixtures. So we will do a small activity. See what all things are formed in the mixture. So depending upon that we can have different types. So we will do one activity and see what does this mean. See, you divide your class into four groups, that is A, B, C and D. So group A, they take a beaker containing 50 ml of water and one spatula full of copper sulfate powder. Group B takes 50 ml of water and two spatula of copper sulfate. C and D take different amounts of copper sulfate and potassium permanganate or sodium chloride or whatever it is, and mix the given components to form a mixture. So what happens? See what you are doing, did you follow what we are talking? That is a beaker containing 50 ml of water, and group A will put one spatula of copper sulfate powder. B will put in another 50 ml of water two spatula of copper sulfate. C and D can take different amounts of whatever it is, copper sulfate or potassium permanganate or whatever it is. You repeat the observation on the uniformity in color and texture. See, look at the color. Group A and B have a mixture which has uniform composition throughout. So such mixtures are called homogeneous mixtures or solutions. Okay. So what are homogeneous mixtures? That is, it has got uniform composition throughout. Like different mixtures like salt in water, okay, and sugar in water. See, how can you check it? You just compare the color of the solution of the two groups. So both the groups have got copper sulfate solution, but you see the intensity, if you put one spatula, the depth of the color will be less. If you put two spatula of copper sulfate, the color will be more. So the intensity of color in solutions are different. So what does it show? It shows that homogeneous mixture can have variable composition, that is the composition can change. You can put one spatula of copper sulfate, two spatula of copper sulfate. Only you can understand this by the difference in the color, but homogeneous mixture can have variable composition. Group C and D have obtained mixtures, so it contains physically distinct parts and they have non-uniform composition. So if the composition of the mixture is non-uniform, we call it heterogeneous mixtures. See, mixture of sodium chloride, iron filings, salt and sulfur, that is sodium chloride with iron filling, salt and sulfur, oil and water. And these are not oil and water, this they don't mix fully with each other. The composition is not uniform. So physically you can see oil and water. See, when you take some water and put some oil in it, you can see a thin film as a separate part. Okay, so such types of mixtures are called heterogeneous mixtures. Now it is clear, you understood the difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures, and in our next session we will do another activity and then we will continue with what is meant by solution. So if you learn science like this in short sessions, you will be finding it really easy to understand. Okay, so now you just try to follow the unit, and if you have got any doubts from this, you can ask me in your comment section. Okay, and do like, share and subscribe to our channel Amazing World of Science, and we will be doing science NCERT from class 9, 10 mostly, and also after completing it we will be doing class 8 science also. So we will be closing today's session, and we will continue with the lesson in our next session. Thanks for watching.